If you don't want to know how One Piece ends, then you probably don't want to watch this video. End of One Piece looks like, then strap yourselves in for the wildest 10 minutes. She said joke available in the opening, well, with all of the strapping and the wild in the 10 minutes. Going to be looking a whopping 40 years into the future of fictional pirates, manga volumes. And I should say that, for copyright reasons, a lot of the images you see in artwork requesting whatever they'd like. For example, one winner requested Nefertari. To win, simply be subscribed to the channel and leave a one-sentence comment with your art me. You'll also receive a high-quality digital copy of your request, as well as have it Internet Access VPN, the world's most transparent VPN provider with 100,000 of shows and movies from your ever-so-curious eyes based on thousands of other movies and series from across the entire globe. Things. Is a VPN? Well, that's a good question. Me? A VPN from your internet service provider, network administrator, and of course, government customer support team available for your inquiries 24/7. And by using the link for months completely for free. So do that thing, and for now, it's about 20 years from now, the Straw Hats have unfortunately disbanded. And we know the various stages of their lives, and at age 40, Usopp is saying, the pirate flag. Exactly where he ended up, but I would say that Syrup Village is a fairly safe bet. Considerably changed. No longer being saddled with the glare of fear and confusion, nor the at age 60, Usopp primarily gains more wrinkles. However, his quote this time is, but it looks like they don't really keep in touch. Or alternatively, everyone else keeps in touch, is that by age 60, Usopp has adorned himself with a full sleeve tattoo down his forehead. Meaning that at some point between age 40 and age 60, Usopp foreboding really, because that has me thinking, is everyone still even at age 50 stating, it's getting chilly, isn't it? Brr. Let me turn on the Franky retired to Karakuri Island, which is Vegapunk's home. And it's also where Franky spent warm, but for reasons, this heater was never completed. But thanks to Franky, so that 20 years later, at age 70, Franky is still rocking some kind, say your local kink store. But hey, maybe that's just the popular style of the future, who was, I fixed your bike, but I put a cannon on it. And he's also grown out that he can with his hair. Very interestingly, both 50s and 70s Franky maintained on the same size that we first encountered him, very much reclaiming his humanity. We know so far is that the Straw Hats break up and retire to the various locations that, interestingly I would say, because our newly minted MILF is stating, come back again, child that she's clearly flirting with. Really, there's not a whole lot more to say about Nami with a funky new haircut, which is very reminiscent of Shaki actually. And her quote, so Nami's future seems very age-focused and rather mysterious. We don't know if she ever achieve her dream of mapping the world. Well, in Nami's case, age 40 has adopted a rather Fabio-style aesthetic, and he may even have similar translation. The idea is basically that no food will go to waste and no lady will Zelda years, because by age 60, he has gone full Zeph. Sanji now stopped smoking, which I think is a very sweet touch because Zeph always encouraged Sanji. I do have to bring this up though, because there is a very strong contrast between good timeline sadly, then he becomes his biological father Judge. But most importantly, at 8, he actually did it. Sanji found the old blue and now he's just spending the rest of his fun, sexy way that he would have wanted, but more in the lifelong fulfilling kind of he has filled out to perfection. It reminds me a lot of my dog as a puppy when his big boy doctor is stating, leave it to me, showing that he has become drug which he is claiming can cure anything, even idiocy. So just like Sanji in reality. 60-year-old Chopper also gives me some very strong doctor. I imagine that after having done the impossible of curing all disease, Chopper spends the rest who are still active in their endeavors. We now switch to Robin, who at age 40 appears to be nice, being young. However, age 60 Robin, that is, which I really like because it's good to know that after discovering all of the Void Century, the world's greatest swordsman continues to hone his skill throughout the rest of his life. At age, own version of 4-sword style, which, not quite as impressive as Zoro, but 5-sword style. And there's something so beautiful and simplistic about that. Because Zoro's 3-sword style as far as that can go, then yeah, why not add a 4th and then a 5th? And now assumingly reigning pirate king, at age 40 is only uttering a his body because this is Shanks 2.0, right down to the matching dark light Garpsum, because at this time Luffy has abandoned his stolen Shanks body and he's saying meat. Except much more excitedly, it's more like meat. Show the Straw Hat, implying that by 40 years old, Luffy has either retired. This is Pirate King Luffy. But that's not quite it because Oda is also shown 2 years earlier. Even more actually. Because does anyone else find it weird that Sabo wears because he dresses like a baby? Wow. But at least Senor Pink has an excuse. So by age 60, Sabo has finally discovered that other clothing option because he says, have I heard about the Straw Hat incident? Tell me. Scary part. Oda doesn't really leave his own commentary on many of these images. This, but I honestly wouldn't be able to say if this is how he'll end up.